where I was a long time ago and how I've gotten to the place that I am now is kind of of course, a long story, but I've been a wife for 25 years and I have 4 fabulous children. That's the best thing I've ever done, but I have taught in lots of different platforms. I've taught in a traditional brick and mortar high school. I homeschooled my children and did some homeschool courses for students with home study. I've worked in a university model school, and now I'm working in a virtual charter public school. So I have a lot of background that has encouraged me and put me in a position that I had to think about the past, and I had to think about what I knew and draw from that, and then find new ways to do things and use the opportunities that I had to help students in different platforms succeed. And depending on where they came from or what they have done in the past, really determined what was best for them. So I think that my background makes me a perfect candidate to help students with technology integration in the classroom, because I've had to constantly think about different ways to approach things. I've never been able to be complacent with what I've always done, because what I did last year or last week or last month was not always the thing that would work. I'm currently working at Georgia Connections Academy. This is my 3rd school year, and I'm a high school math teacher. I teach the 11th grade advanced algebra course. Last semester I also taught the math of finance. And it's something that I love doing. I think the virtual education platform is a great environment for a lot of students. I think the learning curve to come from a traditional school program to our program requires students to really think outside the box and push themselves academically and find ways to be innovative with their independent learning. So I love what I do, and great's going to happen, and I'm going to help anybody that I have the influence to help. Part of the video reflection was for us to discuss what we've learned, and the time criteria for it to be 5 minutes or less is a pretty daunting thing to share everything I've learned. But I think the biggest thing that I've come out of it with is I have a lot to learn. And there's a lot of information out there that I never even knew or never even thought to look into or think about. So it's encouraged me to remember that even though I've been in the world of education a long time, I'm never going to know it all. And I'm never going to know enough. And I think that that's encouraging, because I think to be a lifelong learner is a great treasure. I think that research, I never dreamed that I would be excited about doing research about anything. I always felt like research was a negative aspect of any job or any task, but now I know that if I need an answer to a question, that I can dive into some research and I can find those answers. And oftentimes I will find some great solutions or great strategies, but then I'll also bring up more questions. So the more we look into something and the more we dive in to find the answers, we sometimes present more questions. And I think that has occurred to me many times in the program over the last couple of years. But it's been an exciting time and something very opening to me, because then I could dive into that question. So it's a never-ending process of learning. I think that one of the other things that I think is super important is a needs analysis before any decision or change to a program is made. I never thought about that before, and I've never had to do that before. And that needs analysis isn't just somebody's opinion. It's fact. It's where we're at right now. What kind of things are going on that we can find a way to fix, not that we're finding the fix. And we always have to, I'm the kind of person that I want to find the fix right away, and knowing that I need to stop for just a minute and analyze where we're at and what is the cause of the problem or what is going on that we can find a solution for, I think is an important step that I never thought about before. So that was a really great thing. I think something else I've learned is I really do love helping other teachers learn how to be successful at what they want to do. And in some of the projects that I've done, it firmed up in my mind that's really where I want to go with my career, because I love doing that. I love seeing that spark. I love taking a teacher that's feeling frustrated and flat and a little neglected, and pumping them up and giving them some great ideas and some good strategies and encouraging them that what they are doing and what they want to do is possible and it will help students succeed. And the thing that I've loved about this program is, finding new ways to motivate students to be engaged learners and to take responsibility for their education. In our environment, they have to be an independent learner, and finding ways to motivate them has been great, and being able to dive in and find all the tools and the resources that are out there and sort through them and try to find something that would be beneficial to students has been very uplifting and encouraging to continue that process. What the future will hold for me in the aspects of education is I'm not really sure where I'm going to be, and I think I've said that a couple of times, but I know that I'm going to be innovative and I'm going to find ways to influence those around me no matter where I'm at, no matter what is going on in my life. My short-term goal is to become a technology coach for Gwinnett Public Schools. If I can work that out, I think that would be a great next step. The job description is exactly what we're learning how to do in this program, so I think that will be a perfect fit. And my long-term goal is somehow to develop and create an organization where I can help students be motivated for academic success and life coaching, and that sort of thing for teenagers that don't have a lot of adult support. And in my environment and in our student body, we have a lot of students that are working on their own. We have students that are emancipated and they're trying to do the right thing, but they just need somebody to come along beside them and walk that walk with them. And I think long term, that's what I want to do.